8 years. 3,000 days of training. Blood. Sweat. Sacrifice. She gave everything to become what they promised she would be, the leader of Eclipse. The next big K-pop sensation. Her name was already on the contracts. Leader position. Main vocalist. Center. Everything she earned through talent and dedication. Then, 72 hours before debut, they called her into the CEO's office. Change of plans, they said. We're giving the leader position to someone else. The CEO's daughter. A girl who trained for 6 months while she trained for 8 years. A girl who couldn't hit the high notes. Couldn't lead formations. Couldn't inspire the members. But she had the right last name. The right connections. The right father. They thought she would accept it. Bow out gracefully. Disappear quietly. They were wrong. Dead wrong. And now, one by one, they're all paying the price. Rewind to 8 years earlier. Min-Seo was 14 when she walked into Starlight Entertainment's audition. 5,000 girls. 1 spot. She sang Tion's I and made 3 judges cry. Perfect pitch. Perfect technique. Raw talent that couldn't be taught. They signed her immediately. You're special, CEO Kang told her. Train hard. In 8 years you'll debut as a leader. I promise. She believed him. Moved into the trainee dorms. Gave up school. Gave up friends. Gave up childhood. Every morning, 5 a.m. vocal training. 6 hours of dance practice. Language lessons. Media training. Personality development. She molded herself into the perfect idol. The perfect leader. Watched other trainees come and go. Watched debuts happen without her. Your time will come, they kept saying. Leaders need the most training. She waited. She worked. She trusted. For 8 years, she believed the promise. That promise was about to be broken. Min-Seo became the model trainee. The one everyone looked up to. When new girls joined, lost and scared, she took care of them. Taught them formations. Helped with Korean. Shared her snacks. She wasn't just talented. She was kind. A natural leader even without the title. The company used her in promotional materials. Our future star. The trainee who never gives up. They showed her dedication to inspire others. By year 6, she was training the group that would become Eclipse. 4 other girls. Hand-picked by the company. Yuna, the main dancer. Ji-won, the visual. Soo-jin, the lead vocalist. Hae-rin, the rapper. They were talented but inexperienced. Min-Seo taught them everything. How to harmonize. How to move as one. How to present themselves. They called her Uni. They trusted her. They knew she would be their leader. Everyone knew. It was written in blood and time. Then Sechi arrived. Kang Do-eun. The CEO's daughter. 21 years old. No audition. No evaluation. Just walked into practice one day with her father. She'll be joining Eclipse, CEO Kang announced. The girls bowed politely. Welcomed her. Tried to be kind. But Do-eun had no foundation. Couldn't keep rhythm. Couldn't remember formations. Her voice was thin, unstable. She complained constantly. Too tired. Too hard. Too hot. Min-Seo tried to help. Stayed after practice. Went through moves slowly. Gave encouragement. You'll improve, she said. We all struggled at first. But Do-eun didn't want to improve. She wanted shortcuts. Wanted special treatment. And she got it. Choreographers simplified formations for her. Producers auto-tuned her voice. Stylists gave her the best outfits. The other members noticed. Started to resent. But stayed quiet. They needed to debut. 6 months until showcase. 6 months of watching nepotism in action. 3 days before debut showcase. Min-Seo was called to CEO Kang's office. She thought it was final details. Last-minute instructions. Maybe praise for 8 years of dedication. CEO Kang sat behind his massive desk. His daughter Daeun beside him. Both smiling. Min-Seo, we've made a decision, he began. Daeun will be Eclipse's leader. The words didn't register immediately. Leader? But that was her position. Her promise. Her 8 years. You'll still debut, he continued. Just not as leader. Supporting role. You understand? No. She didn't understand. Why? Her voice cracked. CEO Kang's smile faded. Business decision. Daeun brings more value. Family investment. Media connections. You should be grateful you're still debuting at all. Grateful. After 8 years. After everything. She looked at Daeun. The girl wouldn't meet her eyes. Just examined her nails. Bored. Entitled. Unworthy. Min-Seo's heart broke. Then hardened. Then turned to ice. Min-Seo had 24 hours to decide. Sign the new contract. Accept supporting role. Debut with Eclipse under Daeun's leadership. Or refuse. Walk away. Lose everything. 8 years for nothing. The other members begged her to stay. We need you, Yuna cried. She can't lead us. You're our real leader. But they also needed to debut. Needed their dreams. Min-Seo understood. She looked at the contract. At Daeun's name where hers should be. At the lie she was supposed to accept. She thought about compliance. About bowing to power. About accepting injustice for the sake of peace. Then she thought about something else. About 8 years stolen. About talent crushed by nepotism. About every trainee who worked hard only to lose to connections. She signed the contract. Smiled sweetly. Thank you for this opportunity, she lied. But in her mind, she was already planning. Planning something they would never see coming. Eclipse's debut showcase. 2,000 fans. Industry executives. Media everywhere. The moment 5 girls trained for. The moment 1 girl bought her way into. The performance started perfectly. Then, during the first formation change, Daeun went left when she should go right. Crashed into G1. Both fell. Music kept playing. Cameras capturing everything. They recovered. Continued. But during the chorus, Daeun's voice cracked. Badly. Off-key. Painful to hear. Min-Seo's harmonies tried to cover it. Couldn't. The mistake was too obvious. Fans noticed. Industry noticed. Debut stage. Ruined. Backstage, CEO Kang was furious. What happened? Daeun blamed everyone else. The formation was too complicated. The other members confused her. The sound system was wrong. Never her fault. Never her lack of skill. Min-Seo watched. Smiled internally. She'd changed 1 word in the formation notes. 1 tiny change. The first domino. The first move. Revenge had begun. Within hours of debut, a new Twitter account appeared. Eclipse Truth. No followers. No profile picture. Just one tweet. Want to know why Eclipse's debut was a disaster? The real story of nepotism and stolen positions. Attached was a video. Behind-the-scenes training footage. Doon failing basic choreography. Complaining. Being lazy. While other members worked. Then audio files. CEO Kang discussing how to manage the lineup. How to place his daughter as leader despite her lack of skill. Edit her voice. Simplify formations. Give her center. All the corruption. All the favoritism. All the injustice. Exposed. The video went viral. 1 million views in 6 hours. K-pop forums exploded. Fans were furious. Nepotism destroying K-pop. Untalented Nepo baby. Justice for the real members. Nobody knew who leaked it. Nobody suspected quiet, sweet Min-Seo. Who smiled during interviews. Who said all the right things. Who was destroying them from the shadows. Starlight Entertainment went into crisis mode. Emergency meetings. Legal teams. PR damage control. They released a statement. Baseless rumors. Doctored footage. Malicious attack from competitors. They threatened lawsuits against whoever leaked the video. Promised investigations. But the damage was done. Sponsors pulled out. Music show appearances cancelled. Eclipse's debut album sales plummeted. Stock prices dropped. CEO Kang was panicking. Called the members in. Who leaked this? He demanded. They all denied it. Someone is sabotaging us. Destroying our company. He looked directly at Min-Seo. She met his eyes. Innocent. Concerned. We should focus on recovering, she suggested sweetly. Maybe if Doon trains more, proves herself. CEO Kang's jaw tightened. He suspected nothing. She was too perfect. Too compliant. Too helpful. That was her greatest weapon. While they looked for external enemies, the enemy was inside. Smiling. Planning. Waiting for the next move. 2 weeks later. Eclipse was scheduled for their first music show comeback. Redemption performance. Chance to prove the debut was a fluke. The company invested everything. New choreography. Simplified for Doon. Professional coaches. Media training. Doon was confident. This time will be perfect, she promised. The morning of the performance, Doon woke with no voice. Completely gone. Laryngitis. Severe. Doctor said no singing for 2 weeks minimum. Performance cancelled. Again. Comeback delayed. Again. Nobody knew Min-Seo had slipped something into Doon's water bottle the night before. Just a little irritant. Nothing dangerous. Nothing traceable. Just enough to inflame vocal cords. Make singing impossible. Such bad luck, Min-Seo said sympathetically. Maybe you should rest more. Doon was furious. Suspicious. But had no proof. Min-Seo was always so helpful. So concerned. So innocent. The perfect teammate. The perfect liar. The perfect saboteur. 3 moves down. Many more to go. The other Eclipse members were breaking. Yuna pulled Min-Seo aside. Something's wrong. Too many coincidences. Ji-won agreed. The leaked video. Doon's voice. The debut disaster. They looked at Min-Seo. Searching her face. Do you think someone's sabotaging us? Min-Seo met their eyes steadily. Of course someone is, she said quietly. The company. They're sabotaging all of us by putting an unqualified leader in charge. She let that sink in. We're talented. We worked hard. But we'll never succeed with dead weight. She paused. Unless that weight is removed. The members understood. They were suffering too. Their dreams dying because of nepotism. What do we do? Yuna whispered. Min-Seo smiled. Cold. Calculating. Nothing like the sweet uni they knew. We survive. Stay professional. And wait. People who don't deserve their position. They always fall eventually. She didn't mention she was pushing hard. Making sure that fall came sooner. Eclipse Truth posted again. Financial records showing CEO Kang embezzled company funds for Doon's training. Private coaches. LA trips. Luxury apartment while trainees lived 6 to a room. All company money. All illegal. Media exploded. Starlight CEO accused of embezzlement. Investigations started. Government regulators. Financial auditors. Tax officials. CEO Kang's empire crumbling. He knew someone inside was leaking. Investigated employees. Managers. Producers. Staff. Never suspected the quiet trainee-turned-member who accepted demotion gracefully. Min-Seo watched chaos from practice room. Stretching. Smiling. Perfect. While everyone panicked, she stayed calm. Professional. We should focus on improving our skills, she suggested. So when this blows over, we're ready. Such wisdom. Such maturity. Such dedication. Such perfect cover for calculated destruction. Doon was falling apart. 3 months of disasters. Public humiliation. Online hate. Her father under investigation. She'd wanted fame. Wanted adoration. Got neither. Just mockery. Just criticism. Nepo baby who can't sing. Worst leader in K-pop history. Daddy bought her a career. She stopped coming to practice. Stopped trying. Stayed in her luxury apartment. Scrolling through hate comments. Crying. Breaking. The other members continued without her. Practiced. Improved. Bonded. We're better without her, Yuna admitted. They all knew it. Even Doon knew it. She called Min-Seo one night. 3 a.m. Drunk. You hate me, don't you? Silence. You think I don't deserve this? Min-Seo's voice was ice. I don't think, Doon. I know. You stole my position. My 8 years. My promise. Doon sobbed. I'm sorry. Min-Seo hung up. Sorry wasn't enough. Sorry didn't fix anything. Sorry didn't stop what was coming next. Eclipse Truth dropped the nuclear option, video evidence of CEO Kang bribing music show producers, buying awards, purchasing chart positions, manipulating Eclipse's entire career. Every success Doon celebrated was fake. Every trophy, a transaction. The K-pop industry detonated. This wasn't just Eclipse, it exposed systemic corruption. Investigations spread. Other CEOs questioned. Stocks crashed. Contracts dissolved. Investors ran. CEO Kang was arrested, handcuffed, dragged past cameras. His empire collapsed. His daughter's career burned to ash. His legacy vanished. And nobody knew who did it. Eclipse Truth deleted the account, uploaded evidence, disappeared. Mission complete. Min-Seo watched the news in the practice room, seeing Kang led away. She felt no guilt, no thrill, just cold completion. 8 years stolen, 8 months of destruction. Debt paid. Next phase beginning. With CEO Kang gone, Starlight Entertainment entered receivership. New management, new policies, no nepotism. Talent first. Every group was reviewed. Eclipse underwent full evaluation: vocals, dance, performance, leadership. Results were undeniable. Doon, below standard everywhere. Weak vocals, poor dance, no leadership. Min-Seo, exceptional. Perfect pitch, advanced choreography, natural authority. The new CEO called a meeting with all 5 members. We're making changes. Doon, you're being removed from Eclipse. Doon cried, expected. Min-Seo, you're reinstated as leader. Min-Seo bowed, thanked him, hid any emotion. Inside she felt nothing. No joy, no relief. Just quiet justice. This wasn't a favor, it was owed. 8 years stolen. 8 years corrected. The rightful leader had finally returned. Starlight Entertainment held a press conference. New management apologized. For corruption. For nepotism. For betraying trainees. We failed our artists. We prioritize talent from now on. Min-Seo stood on stage. The new leader. The rightful leader. Cameras flashing. Min-Seo trained for 8 years, the new CEO explained. She always deserved this position. The previous administration made errors. We're correcting them. Reporters asked questions. How do you feel? Grateful for this opportunity, Min-Seo answered perfectly. I'll work hard to lead Eclipse well. Professional. Humble. Perfect. No mention of the sabotage. The leaks. The systematic destruction. Just a sweet trainee finally getting her chance. Doon watched from home. Alone. Disgraced. Unemployed. Her father in prison. Her career over. Her dream dead. She knew. Somehow, she knew Min-Seo was behind everything. But she had no proof. No evidence. Nothing except the certain knowledge that she'd been destroyed. Methodically. Completely. Deserved. 6 months later. Eclipse redebuted. New song. New image. New leader. The performance was flawless. Min-Seo center. Commanding the stage. Voice powerful. Presence magnetic. The other members dancing around her. Supporting her. Following her. This was real leadership. Earned through skill. The audience was mesmerized. This was the Eclipse that should have been. The Eclipse that always could have been. Without dead weight. Without nepotism. Just 5 talented girls who worked for it. The song went viral. #1 on charts. Real charts. Not bought. Not manipulated. Earned. Awards came. Music show wins. Fan meetings sold out. Eclipse was finally successful. The way it should have been from the start. Min-Seo stood on stage. Trophy in hand. Other members beside her. She'd destroyed an empire to get here. Ruined lives. Exposed corruption. And she'd do it again. Because some things are worth fighting for. Some positions are worth taking back. Doon tried to debut solo. Under a small company. New image. Reformed Nepo baby proves herself. The song was mediocre. She was mediocre. Without auto-tune. Without bought success. Without her father's money. She was just average. The debut flopped. No sales. No streams. No interest. She'd been exposed. The public knew. She wasn't talented. Never was. Just connected. Just privileged. Just undeserving. She eventually quit. Left the industry. Went to university. Became anonymous. Exactly where she belonged. Sometimes she'd see Eclipse on TV. See Min-Seo leading. Successful. Loved. Everything Doon wanted but never earned. She'd think about that moment. When her father told Min-Seo about the change. How Min-Seo's eyes went cold. How she'd smiled and accepted. Doon didn't know about the sabotage. The leaks. The systematic destruction. But deep down, she suspected. And she was terrified. Terrified of what happens when you steal from someone willing to take it all back. 2 years after Eclipse's real debut. The members were close now. Real sisters. Real team. One night, drunk after an awards show, Yuna asked. Min-Seo Uni. The leaks. The scandals. The way everything fell apart for Doon. That was you, wasn't it? Silence. All 4 members watching Min-Seo. She could lie. Should lie. But she was tired of lies. Yes, she said simply. They stared. You destroyed the entire company? I took back what was mine. She met their eyes. They stole 8 years from me. Gave my position to someone unqualified. Expected me to smile and accept it. She paused. Would you? The members looked at each other. Thinking about their own years. Their own sacrifices. What they'd do if it was stolen. Slowly, Yuna smiled. I'd burn it all down too. Ji-won nodded. Soo-jin agreed. Hae-rin raised her glass. To our real leader. Who fought for us all. They toasted. Understanding. Respecting. Knowing their leader wasn't just talented. She was dangerous. Min-Seo's story became legend. Whispered in training rooms. Shared in dorms. The trainee who destroyed a company. Other CEOs heard. Other executives knew. Be careful who you betray. Be careful who you replace. Be careful who you underestimate. Because the quiet ones? The obedient ones? The ones who smile and accept? They might be the most dangerous. Might be planning. Waiting. Gathering evidence. Ready to burn everything down. Nepotism decreased. Merit increased. Not because companies suddenly cared about fairness. Because they feared. Feared another Min-Seo. Another systematic destruction. Another empire crumbling from inside. She'd changed the industry. Not through protest. Not through complaints. Through calculated revenge that exposed corruption so thoroughly that everyone had to change. Some called her a villain. She didn't care. She'd reclaimed her position. Protected her members. Punished the guilty. That was enough. That was everything. That was justice. Cold. Calculating. Complete. Today, Eclipse is one of K-pop's top groups. Min-Seo leads them with skill earned through 8 years of training. She's respected. Admired. Feared a little. Good. Leaders should be feared. Respected. Earned. People ask her advice. How do you handle betrayal? She smiles. The same sweet smile she gave CEO Kong when she signed that contract. You don't handle it, she says quietly. You correct it. She looks at Eclipse. Her girls. Her group. Her earned position. This could have been theirs from the start. Should have been. But it wasn't. So she took it back. Destroyed everyone in her path. Made them pay for 8 stolen years. They called her patient. Dedicated. Sweet. They were wrong. She was strategic. Calculated. Vengeful. They replaced her as leader. Biggest mistake they ever made. Because Min-Seo didn't just want her position back. She wanted everyone who stole it destroyed. And she got exactly what she wanted. Always.